my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Come on, set! Yellow! Okay.
Two and a throw right away. And this one is incomplete. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback.
He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Tua, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching up yardage against them.
Mostert is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. And they're in on the first play from scrimmage. Our crew and you and I, we better strap in here.
That's what's commonly known as quick strike. Points on the board. This could be a fun game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. Shifts by him. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with Stevenson. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on third down. Now Jones. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And he will have a Patriots first down, although it doesn't appear to be by... Needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down. Here's Tua. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
On the set.
Now Tua going to try and sneak it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offense. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Throwing Jones. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Pats are back within a score. Extra point safely through. And that'll make our score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Second down, this is Wilson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go.
Tua on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
Back to the running game with Mostert. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Sanders' kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Jones throw complete there to Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jones throwing on 1st down. Got his man, it's Norton. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Throwing on 1st down, Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keon Crossen. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Okay, right.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the... Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And that is caught downfield by Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. And he's going to have a 1st down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And his kick is right there. It's good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones, he's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 59 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Kevin Stefanski trots out the field goal unit.
He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And that will close the gap down to 14. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. 2 now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw again on 2nd down. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Throwing on 2nd down, Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 53 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off formally.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Come on, play.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Check right. Ready.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess? He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now Jones. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw on second and 10. Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's third and 10.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's fourth down.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing, Jones. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing again on second and 10. Jones. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That's another Patriots first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots get a bit closer. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
Looking to pass. Tua.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Ready.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
A handoff running left is Mostert.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
As to you said big 3rd down, I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's Riley Dixon now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Patriots take over.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On On second down, a run with Gibson.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. They're going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And they will take over first and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
To throw is Jones.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs. First and 10 after roughing the passer.
Jones.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Jones.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now Jones.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Smith, ready. Ready.
Down to an knee goes Tua, and that should just about do it.
And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathed a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
On the ready.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Miami, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stocked my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go